Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to TerickTime in Dolphin Cove. It's been a hot minute since I've made an episode, and that was, unfortunately, as some of you know, due to some computer issues. I had blue screens of death for a while, and then I needed parts and tech issues, and everything just that could seem to go wrong went wrong. I know Milo was very upset. I missed him greatly. Like, how could you not miss this cute little face? But since then, well, actually, in the last episode, we worked on this little kind of village facade front area on the cliffside here, which I still very much love, but it felt a little unfinished. So on a stream, in order to get myself back into the content creator mindset, we built a little pathy path. And this little pathy path goes just up here, underneath where the log distribution area is with the crane. This little path brings us all the way up to the top of the cliffside now. And in order to support this little bridgey thing, I built another crane on stream, which turned out very well, I think. I really like how that worked. So, and then we started a much bigger project. This project is not going to be done in an episode. This is going to take a little while, but past the wheat farm here, I am going to be turning this mountain here into, well, a 3-tiered cake, basically. There's going to be levels and tiers, and this little level here is where I would like to work in this episode. I'll just tie up Milo for now, you good boy. So what I would like to do is, well, eventually there's going to be kind of a level here, a level up there, and then up at the very top, something grand, huge, magnificent. Yeah, I know, I know. But this little pathy path needs to be completed here. And then along this little torch line, I want some more pathy paths. And a little bit of a house kind of thing over here. And some statues. I did a thing. I have 2 fancy new statue designs that I would like to show you. They're kind of over the top, but I am excited. But first things first. This isn't a wall, and that isn't a platform or a tier, so we're gonna start by going into a fancy old time lapse and getting some of this prettyified to be able to start working for realsies. Let's go. Welcome back from that time lapse. We now have a wall. It's a fancy wall. It's a pretty wall, and it makes me happy. And well, the wall is, you know, the first tier of the cake project. Yes, cake project. I am actually going to call it the cake project. I don't know why, but that seems to make me happy in the brain. So next things next. That's wrong. But anyway, moving on. I have a couple of new fancy statues, and I know I've done a lot of statues lately, but they've been a lot of fun for me. And these two, they're different. They are the most over-the-top statue I've ever done, especially on a small scale. So let's get to it. I mean, like, look at them. You know that scene in The Emperor's New Groove where Kronk has the little mini Kronk on his shoulders? That's a lot like that, but I really like how this looks. Like, oh, that is so good. That's so good. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Next thing's next. I need to, well, actually, Pathy Path can wait. The next thing I'd like to do is figure out a little bit of a framework for a house that I can put over here. And I have some dirt, so I'm going to do some quick sculpting, and let's see what I can kind of come up with for a framework of an idea here. All right. After some deliberation, I now have the world's holiest, fanciest dirt house. Yes. Okay. But yeah, no, this is not complete, but this gives me a good idea of what I want to do. But the only problem is, well, I now wish I'd built it 2 more blocks up off the ground. So now basically I need to build this, but raise it up. So yeah, but happiness, I went and grabbed a bunch of materials, and I think I have a good idea of a color palette that I'm going to do here. That was the wrong one, this one. So I think I'm going to use a little bit of dark oak at the bottom here, and then we're going to be switching into a white wall with the iron, quartz, calcite, diorite, and then we've got a couple things to do some kind of orange and potentially dark trims, some leaves and whatnot to make everything look pretty and fancy. And then I think I'm going to go with a mangrove roof, like mangrove with the netherrack, and then make it all fancy. Yeah, that's the kind of plan. So I don't actually have a plan at all for this, so I am going to work my way through this with you, i.e. no time lapse. And you're probably sick of time lapses anyway, so let me get well, I'm gonna sleep, and then let's get started. Now it looks like I'm going backwards. I kind of am. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I'm gonna get more of the framework done and put in the walls, and then together we can kind of play and texture and chat, shall we say. Yay, it kind of looks like a house again. Not much of a house, but a house. So I'm thinking going with the steeper kind of A-frame roof, and then I'm gonna try to learn how to do the little swoopity swoop at the top of the roof there. Don't know why, thought it might be a cool idea. And then we're gonna do a couple of gables. We're gonna need some front stairs, some, well, texture, windows, details, leaves, bushes, all of the things. So I think for now, let's start by doing a little bit of texturing, and I'm going to grab a couple of different things, and we're just going to start kind of putting some of this in. Ow, why? Don't know. But we're going to try it anyway. Just to kind of give it a little bit of a look and feel of, well, by just kind of breaking this up a little bit, it's just gonna help a little bit with it not looking weird. It got ready, this is looking better. Cool. All right, I'm gonna keep texturing and we'll take a look. And now it's looking like a real old housey house. But I'm gonna have to, well, the roof needs to be textured, and I'm gonna have to come up with some details. I need some stairs at the front, some window details, and then I'm thinking like we're gonna have to add a couple of little trees here and there. I was thinking maybe I could add a little fountain or something back here. Not 100% sure yet, but that's kind of where I'm at. I think the roof, the roof is the next task to kind of be completed. So let me get, I think probably incorporate something like stripped mangrove logs, the netherrack, stairs and slabs, and then I need to try and kind of figure out some type of little Just want to do a little bit of a swoop at the top here. So let me, well, actually, you know what? I think I am going to use replay mod, not for a time-lapsey purpose, but so that at least you can kind of see how that side, recording is hard right now. Very, very hard. Well, you saw the other side, and then I went ahead and did this side as well, and then I added in a couple of little wee gables here. Let me just a little thing, and I'm doing the little frog light with a trapdoor in front, making it look like it's a illuminated window, shall we say. But I like how this looks. It's a little chaotic and a little busy, but overall I really like it. Oh, and I added a gable to this side as well. I like it. I like it very much. But it's still a little plain. So I am going to need kind of some front stairs. And then I was thinking maybe a little bit of an awning kind of coming out here. The side of the building is just going to get kind of some greenery, that type of thing. And then something up here. I don't know what yet, but I got to come up with something to kind of give this space here a little bit of character. So it's not just a big blank. Well, it's not blank wall, but you know, it's a wall. I want to make it a little bit more interesting. But for starters, stairs. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty simple. It's like, you know, some deep slatey bits, and then, well, that was not very smart. Something more along the lines of this. So I want to have kind of a landing, and then something kind of sticking out a little bit, kind of like a so, and then we can throw some stairs on top of this. Stairs, boink, boink, boink. Like I said, simple, easy, not too shabby though. And then if I just kind of fill that in, yes. But I did get a couple, just one little fancy block, and then a couple of walls. Like so. Yeah, easy peasy. Except I'm gonna make these doo-doo, and then I need 2 more walls, something like this. Actually, I'm just gonna move that one over, and then 1 more down at the bottom. And then do I have, oh, what did I do with them? There they are. A couple of wee little iron bars, and peachy. Excellent. Now, what I can do is work off these 2 posts to make my awning, but I don't think I have the slabs I would like to use. I'm going to be using some kappa because, well, red, green, you know, red and green, Christmas time, that kind of color scheme always works peachy together. But now I need to, I'm thinking, probably want to have a little bit of height on this, so kind of like a so, and then we can just bring this over. And like a so. Not like so. Like so. And I mean, adequate. Maybe I'll grab some warped slabs and kind of texture it up a little bit later, but right now, getting somewhere. I think I am going to get the apathy paths done now that I know where some things are going. So I will do that and bring you back in a second. I know this isn't the most streamlined episode of the things right now, but it's my first one back from, you know, basically 3 weeks off. But I am very happy with how this turned out. It took me a little while to trust the process, but I've trusted the process. Please disregard the shulker monster, and let's just take a look at the gorgeousness. Isn't that just pretty? I love how this has turned out. So let's do the grand tour, shall we? Pardon me, Milo. yeah, come down the bottom here. Oh, I did a little bit of sprucing up here, and then the little fancy tree down here. So just kind of took care of the general area. More things to come there, but you come up the stairs, you're greeted by the shulker monster. I mean, the statues. So good and evil statues kind of thing going on here. It's kind of okay. And then pathy path with a bunch of little fancy trees here. Little short poofy ones is kind of what I was going for. And then if you hang a right onto the path here, we have this fantastic little cottage. Cottage? House? Cottage. Cottage sounds fancier. I like that. Under the little fancy tree. Oh, it just I added a couple of little seats in here so you could come and you could just have a little seat. There's another little bushy tree at the back here with a little bit of a fountain. I like it. I like it oh so very much. But I do have to be real. I didn't do an interior. I didn't need it. I don't know what to do with the interiors right now. Like, I could do some of them, but that sounds like a stream thing. So we'll continue with that. But with that being said, I think I'm going to have to wrap up this episode here, folks. It's been a little bit of a test for me to kind of get back into the groove of making content, but I am excited for what's to come, and I'm excited for the cake project. I hope you are too. And I will see you in the next one. Good morning. Oh, sorry. Thank you so very much if you've made it to this part in the episode. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you so very much. And until next time, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.